I couldn't even tell you. It's years.
Yeah, me either.
I don't.
It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
I'm using just my
Okay.
regular computer camera because the other one was being weird. And the other one zooms so close to me. I noticed that when we post on Instagram, sometimes it's just half of my face because I don't know if that's because my camera zooms so much, but I can't get it to zoom any further out. So
Oh,
it is
yeah.
what it
I'm
is.
sure. I'm sure we could fix that if I was like a video editor.
Yeah.
But
But
I
is it
just
that
do what the
important?
yeah, I just do what the AI tells me, and
Hmm.
then I deal with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay. Ugh, I'm so bummed. Okay. I went I was gonna go to Costco, but first I was like, I didn't have time to even make a coffee this morning because we were so busy at my coffee shop. So I was like, you know what? There's a coffee shop I really like right by Costco. Let's just go there real quick. So I went over there. They're shut down. I was so sad. I sat in the drive-through
oh,
for like probably longer than I should have. I sat there for like probably 8 minutes waiting for somebody to come to the window. Nobody ever did. And they're usually working alone. So I'm like, oh, maybe she's doing dishes and she doesn't see it or
uh-huh.
whatever. And then I was like, okay, well, oh, well, I guess we're going to leave. And then I looked it up and they're permanently closed. And they deleted like all their social
Oh,
media. They deleted their website. And I'm like, so I don't even know what happened. But
sad.
yeah, they've only been there like, I don't know, less than 6 months. Not long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's a
That's
bummer.
not even a
But
year. Our Bartell's finally closed down completely. The one that we used to go to when you guys were little.
yeah,
But, you know,
it's
for at
just,
least the last year, they've had nothing on the shelves, and I thought it must be coming because there's
they
nothing
just,
here.
yeah, they just didn't evolve. And
Mhm,
they've gotten squeezed by Walmart and Target.
mhm,
And because when we were little, there was no Target
mm-mm.
nearby. There was nowhere. If we had to get birthday gifts or Christmas gifts, we went to Bartell's.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, I remember dad buying that Celine Dion CD for you at Bartell's
Oh, that's funny.
for
Back
your
when they first sold
anniversary, I
CDs.
think.
Yeah.
It was like,
Wow.
happy anniversary. Here's some Celine.
Never even really been a Celine Dion fan, but it's the thought that counts.
And it was on the day. I remember because you got mad because you were like, there's no point. Why are you even going? You don't need to get me anything.
You forgot. Shoot, I better go buy something random. Maybe get a box of chocolates too while I'm
Yep,
there.
I'm sure we bought lots of candy too. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The what was it? The
Uh,
Whitman sampler? We used to get those at
oh,
Bartell's.
they're just not good.
They're not good.
It's not good chocolate.
No. No, but I did
It's the
already buy an advent calendar because IKEA has them already, and it's the good
oh,
Swedish milk chocolate, so got that.
ooh, I haven't been to IKEA in a couple months. I should go.
I haven't been in years, so it
They
was
have a
fun.
really cute advent calendar at Costco right now. It's like a wooden carving and it's a longer. It's probably like, I don't know, 16 inches long and it looks like a little German village and then you slide I think it's a sleigh. You slide across the bottom for each day. It's so cute.
Oh, fun. So
Yeah,
it's
I really
reusable.
like it. Yeah, yeah, you can use it every year. Not as
That's
fun for the
cool.
kids unless you just give them some kind of a treat. Um,
Yeah.
we've gotten into the habit of doing like the higher value advent calendars of like they come with toys and stuff. So
Oh, like the Harry
yeah.
Potter.
We did Legos 1 year or 2 years we did Legos. Last year we did Build-A-Bear and it came with a tiny Build-A-Bear and then each day was a different like t-shirt or hat
Oh,
or whatever for
fun.
the tiny Build-A-Bear.
That's very
And it
cute.
could hang on your tree. It had a ornament string.
Cute.
So that was cute. But
Yeah.
my kids
I
are
keep
kind of
thinking I
outgrowing
wanna
Build-A-Bear.
Oh, yeah. I keep thinking I wanna get the Gilmore Girls advent calendar, but I've read some of the reviews, and it's all just a bunch of stuff that's gonna end up in the landfill, so and it's not cheap, so
Yeah. I got Phil bought me the Friends one and it was a nice thought, but yeah, it is a
Mhm.
bunch of and a lot of it is like, "Here's instructions on how to crochet something." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm
I
not gonna
don't
go
crochet.
out yeah, am I gonna crochet one single, coaster that has a turkey on it? Probably not.
No.
Actually, definitely not.
You buy a whole skein of yarn, well, several for different colors for one little doodad, and
Yeah.
it takes a good amount.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have to learn how to crochet too on top of that, so it would
Oh, yeah.
be,
Mhm.
an adventure. It did come with a few bookmarks, which I liked, and a few trivia cards, which were cute. But yeah, overall, it's I mean, to be fully honest, it's landfill. Most of those
Mhm.
things are just,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's fun," and then we throw it away, and
Mhm.
that's a
Yeah.
bummer.
And who
So,
needs more stuff in the landfill?
yeah.
Well, we've been trying to finish up our end of the summer projects, of which we have many.
Mm,
So I was at the gym this morning, I looked down and I thought I was bleeding, but it was just red paint from all the painting I've been doing. So, but we're trying to get the painting done. We're trying to get remodeling done. We're trying to clean up all the stuff that's accumulated on the side of the house and take all the dump runs, and it's just a lot.
mhm,
And then, it's just unending. When you own a house, there's always something to do
yeah.
or buy or both.
Yes. Yeah, usually the doing requires buying of something, even just going to the dump.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah,
why stuff accumulates, right? If it's like, "Oh, my dishwasher broke. I don't wanna pay $100 to take it to the dump. I'm just gonna stick it on the side of the house," right?
not me with a dishwasher on the side of my house. It's been there for 3 years.
Oh, do you? So that was just an example. I didn't realize that.
I feel attacked. No, I definitely do. It's going away, um, very
Yeah.
soon, like this week, but, we also have a hot water tank on the side of the house that I've been saving because I wanna paint it like a giant minion and put it on the trail behind our house. I thought that would be fun. So,
Yeah. That'll be really cute.
I just gotta,
There's
one more
somebody
project.
not too far from you who does that, right? They have,
Yeah,
like,
it's
3 or 4
on
of
the way
them.
to Port Orchard. Yeah, they've got one riding a bull, and, yeah, they've got a
They're so
whole
cute.
village of minion people.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I love them. 'Em. They're
Yeah.
adorable.
So anything new for you this week? You launched your fall drinks, right?
Okay, so yes, we launched our fall drinks, and you get on autopilot as a barista because you just kind of you have all the drinks memorized and
Mhm.
you know what goes in what. And then when you throw in new drinks, it's like, oh, I gotta look at the chart and see what it goes in
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And
So it slows you down a little bit.
yeah, and we have one drink that is standard made with oat milk, and I always have to remind myself, get the oat milk because that's the
Oh,
only all the other drinks are made with whole milk. So um yeah, but it's been a week now, so we're cooking pretty good, and people are loving all the drinks, so very happy
good.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still
Yep.
on my, pumpkin latte mission. I've tried 8 different local coffee shops, 8 different either pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie lattes, and so,
Mhm.
there's a couple more I wanna try, and then I'm gonna blog about it and give my review on my favorites.
I wish you could try ours.
I
I think
know.
you would like it.
Yeah. Well, I just
Half
gotta get
sweet
my
though,
butt down and
because it is on
half
the
sweet.
sweeter side. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I usually get my lattes half sweet now. I can't believe the drinks that I used to drink when the latte stands were first popping up. It was like milkshakes. I was always getting, like, the blended drinks with the whipped cream and the sprinkles and the cookie crumbles and the chocolate drizzle on it. So sweet,
When I was
but I
in
loved
beauty
it.
school, I lived off of Java chip frappuccinos with an ad
Mhm.
shot affogato poured over the
Yep.
top,
Mhm.
and those yogurt parfaits that Starbucks used to have with
Oh,
the
yes.
granola and the
Uh-huh.
super sugary blueberries and strawberries. That's what I would have, like, literally every day. That was, like,
Yeah.
my meal for breakfast and lunch, like, that was just gonna cover me for the first 10 hours of my day.
Oh, yeah, and they market it like it's this healthy parfait, but it's really just, like, canned pie filling
Oh,
with
it
really
was
sweet yogurt,
horrible. Yeah, and
sugary
it's probably, like,
granola.
the lowest quality yogurt they could find.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, and if they didn't
Oh,
have that, it was like a brownie or, you know,
yeah,
just something just as bad.
or the
So,
Top Pot chocolate glazed donut.
oh, I'm
I
still
wish
mad
they
they
still
got rid
had
of
those.
those.
I
Oh my
know,
god.
the best.
Those and the toffee almond bars. I'll never
I love
forgive them.
those. Yeah, those are similar to Nordy bars, right? And I don't even know if Nordstrom has
Yes.
those anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
they just didn't have coconut in them, and Nordy bars have coconut, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try to make a toffee almond bar. Isn't it
Yeah.
funny how there's certain things that just, like, live in your memory? Because I just
Mhm.
remember looking forward to getting those, and if they gave me a corner piece, it would, like, ruin my afternoon.
Oh, no, you gotta have the middle.
I'm like,
You gotta have
"This
the
is
middle.
gross. I don't want this."
And in our family, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but in our family, any piece that's not the corner or edge pieces, we call the barb because my
Mhm,
Aunt Barb, um, she would make pans of brownies and she would always cut the one right in the middle and have that first because that was the
mhm.
best one. And so from then on out, we always called that the barb and everybody fights over the barb because it's the
Yep.
best, whether it's a
I've
brownie
gotten
or a
in the
blondie.
habit of cutting the edges off when I slice my
Oh, like
brownies.
cutting off crust on a sandwich.
Mhm. Yeah, because I don't
That's
like although Felicity does like a corner piece. She's into a
does
corner
she?
piece of just about anything. So,
Oh, not
you
me.
know,
Too crunchy. I
no.
mean, if I have to eat it with a spoon, I'm a happy
Mm-mm.
camper. The
Yes.
gooier, the better.
Yes.
Barely cooked.
Yes. Just give me a pile of brownie, and that's good for me.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Well, we should get started.
Mhm.
Talk about something other than brownies. We're
Yeah.
talking about a kind of a serious movie today. So, welcome to Love on the Pod, podcast about all the cheesy romantic TV movies we adore. I am Sherry.
And I'm Jessica.
We are talking today about GAC's movie Someone Like You. I didn't write down when it premiered, 2024, I believe.
Ye was it 2024? Wow. Okay. I was thinking it was
Maybe.
this year.
I don't know. Time is going by so fast. I can't believe that it's almost October already. And I haven't gotten out any of my fall
I know.
decorations. I'm just looking at my hair. Ugh, just a
Your
couple more.
fulgurations?
Did I say
What are
fulgurations?
fulgurations?
I'm losing it. My fall decorations,
I
also known
mean, I
as
like that. Let's
fulguration.
let's
I'm going to make
TM.
fulgurations
Let's
happen. Oh my gosh. No, I'm just looking at my strikingly white hair, and just a couple more weeks, and it's going away. We're saying goodbye to the granny hair. I,
See, I can't tell the difference, I don't think, in on video. I don't think
mhm,
I will be able to tell that much because 'cause it'll just
yeah,
look super blonde
yeah,
from here.
yeah. It's not so much the front; it's the back. It's the back that's all salt and pepper, and that gives away that I have gray hair. Like, who cares? I'm the only one who really cares, but it's time for a change.
That's the point of getting your hair done, right? You're the only one who
Mhm,
really cares.
yeah,
So,
I'm not doing it for anybody but myself,
yep,
which you know
absolutely.
that's the way it should be.
Oh, I don't think I've shown my nails on the podcast. I should.
They're
We should
so cute.
commemorate these. Aren't they cute?
Yeah,
My gosh, I love them so much.
very cute.
They're
Shout out
very
to T
summery,
Swift.
but they're also yeah, they're very Taylor Swift, but they're also just summery. You could do this with any color.
Mhm, yeah,
They're fun.
and I saw
So,
there's another boxed set coming out for a limited time. It's called the Cardigan boxed
oh
set
my
for
god,
the new
I want
album.
the cardigan. I want the cardigan so bad, but orange is not really my color. So, I
Okay.
think I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
Felicity has a cardigan, but I got it for her on Etsy. And so it's like
Okay.
her size. It's a
Yeah.
kid's. You've seen it. It's white. It has
Oh, yeah, with
stars on
the
the
black trim.
elbows.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yep. So, and orange isn't really her color either. She saw it and she's
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, it's cute, but like, mm."
I can wear a
So,
pumpkin terracotta, but a true orange, I don't know. I've never tried.
yeah. It's a
So,
very orange and it's sparkly, which makes me
mhm.
think itchy, probably.
Oh, yeah, and maybe a
I
little
don't like to
grandma.
wear itchy. Yeah. I don't like to wear itchy things.
No,
That's
me
not
either.
my
Mm-mm.
no. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. So, we
No,
have
we're
the
gonna
one CD coming to us and that is all.
you're capping it at
Not
that.
ordering every vinyl. I'm not buying into that,
Yeah.
the consumerism of it all. I'm
Mhm.
just not doing it.
It's a lot.
No shade to those of you who wanna have collect it all, fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Mhm.
But, I just I cannot bring myself to do that.
No.
No. So,
No.
the fact that we even
Unless
are buying CDs actively right now in 2025 is crazy to me.
yeah. Yeah, so you can have something tangible to hold in your hands and yeah, and everything's available
Mhm.
online, so you don't need to, but I kinda miss that. Although
Yeah.
We used to have to now we scroll on our phones to try to find another song. We used to have to pick up the notebook off the floor of our car and flip through to change out the CD, which was no
Mhm.
safer than looking at your phone. So really, we weren't
No.
smart back then either. But
No. Nope.
okay, let's
Uh,
jump into some TV movie headlines for the week.
okay, sounds good.
Hallmark has announced their countdown to Christmas lineup starting October 17th, and it includes a host of festive new movies and series designed to get you in the holiday spirit, including one that I'm looking forward to. It's called Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper, starring Robert Buckley and Kimberly Sustad. That is going to premiere on October 25th. And then the
Cool.
much anticipated season 2 of Finding Mr. Christmas will premiere on Monday, October 27th. And so it'll air on Monday evenings. The season finale will be December 15th, and then they're doing a reunion on December 20th. So I'm very excited about that.
Ooh.
And I don't know,
So are they doing
reunion,
a movie?
I don't know. I haven't found any info on that yet.
Maybe they realize what
We
a big fat pile of garbage last year's movie was and decided
yeah, I was
maybe
gonna
we
say
shouldn't
we
do that.
never really we didn't do an episode on
No, we
well,
did not.
what was it called? I can't remember now. Happy Holidays. We were not
Dogs of
fans
Christmas or
of that
whatever
one.
it's called. No, we weren't. That
This
movie was
movie's
a
a
dog.
dog.
It was yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
don't know if there'll be a movie for this one, but Godspeed that it's better than the last. Great American Christmas is kicking off their 5th year of family-friendly Christmas movies and shows on October 10th with a lineup of 5 new original Christmas movies, including A Christmas List of Blessings starring Shay Robbins and Christopher Russell, and then several other.
Hmm. They're always doing movies together. They like to work together.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. And then Netflix, not to be outdone, is releasing 4 new holiday movies that they've announced so far in November and early December. And those are A Merry Little Xmas starring Alicia Silverstone, Champagne Problems, Jingle Bell Heist, and My Secret Santa. So lots of
Mm.
new movies. I haven't seen the lineup for Lifetime yet. I don't know if they're putting out new Christmas holiday movies or not, but
Yes, I think they announced 1 or 2 new movies. I was just looking it up. Um, Christmas Every Day. Oh, is the Brandy one that we had talked about already.
oh, yes.
Uh, and then I assume they'll have a few other ones. Because what do they call their lineup? It's a Wonderful Lifetime, I think is what they call it.
Yes, I think so.
And
Wasn't
I
there another
noticed that
movie called Christmas Every Day?
I believe so. Isn't that the one with the girl from Baywatch? What's her name?
Oh, no, that's
No,
Nicole
that's not that one.
Nicole Eggert.
Yes.
No, that's called something else. Holiday
Over and over, the same day again.
the same damn day.
There's a lot
Um,
this concept is not, rare. They use it a
yeah,
lot.
I'm thinking it's the one with Eric Von something or other. He's the guy in Christmas
Oh,
or
Eric Von
not
Detten?
yes,
What
from
happened to him?
Princess Diaries, and he has to live the same day
Yes.
over and over. I don't know. Does he act anymore?
Yes.
That would
I
be
don't know.
something to look up.
He was like the heartthrob back
He
in my day.
was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had a few posters of him from Bop magazine up in my
Oh,
room.
oh my gosh. Is that still
Uh,
something they print anymore, Bob?
I don't think so. Teen Beat, Tiger Beat.
Tiger Beat, I had a subscription to that when I was young. Wow, Leif
Yep.
Garrett and Donny
Oh
Osmond all over my walls. Crazy.
my gosh. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
well
and the
we've
Jonas Brothers have a holiday movie coming out too on Netflix.
oh, they do?
Yes. Yes,
I
they
didn't
do.
know that.
So,
I wonder if
and
that's
it's
one of
like
the
an
ones I
actual movie. It's not like a documentary. It's a movie. So
oh,
I'm interested to see
interesting.
that too. Yes.
Okay. So I'll be camped out in front
Yes.
of my TV all season long.
All holiday
We'll
long.
have lots to chat about.
Yes.
But today we're talking about someone like you and I'm just going to give you a synopsis,
Mhm.
um, fairly brief synopsis. So, Someone Like You is a faith based romance and drama based on the best selling 2020 novel of the same name by Karen Kingsbury. It centers on Dawson Gage, a young architect who has been in love with his best friend, London Quinn, for years, although they've always remained just friends. The story takes a tragic turn when London is killed in a car accident. Devastated and heartbroken, Dawson finds a new sense of purpose when London's grieving parents reveal a stunning secret. London was conceived through in vitro fertilization, and another embryo was donated to another family. This means London has a secret sister she never knew about. Technically a twin sister, but we'll find out later. You're laughing. This is a serious movie. Oh
This
no,
was
are we going
not
to
a
have
good movie, guys.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. In the words of Kanye West, I'm
I'm
gonna
a,
let you finish.
I'm gonna let you. Dawson, feeling this is a final act of love he can perform for his lost friend, embarks on a quest to find her sister. His search leads him to Andy Allyn, a young zookeeper who is identical to Lyndon. However, there's a complication. Andy was never told that she was adopted. Well, she wasn't really adopted. Her embryo was
Her
adopted, I
embryo
guess.
was adopted,
Yeah.
right?
The news shatters her world, causing a rift with her parents, whom she feels have lied to her their entire life. Well, she's not wrong. As Andy grapples with her new reality, she seeks out Dawson to learn more about her biological family and the sister she never knew. And as I mentioned, it was written by Karen Kingsbury and Tyler Russell, directed by Tyler Russell, starring Sarah Fisher in dual roles of Andy and London, and Jake Allen as Dawson, and Robin Lively as Andy's mom. And we know Robin Lively as Blake Lively's sister. The film,
And she's married to Bart Johnson, who is the coach from High School Musical. And he is
really?
also in the movie. He plays her husband in the movie, and
He,
they're married in real
that's
life.
where I knew him from. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Interesting. The film was uh, filmed in the fall of 22 over a period of about 25 days, primarily in and around Nashville, Tennessee, and parts of Alabama, including locations such as the Nashville Zoo, where the character of Andy works, and downtown Franklin, Tennessee, where a sad but pivotal scene was filmed. And the lake that they zoom all over on jet skis is Smith Lake in Coleman, Alabama, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Kind of reminds me of Lake Roosevelt here in Washington, where it winds around. It's just huge, and there's big
Hmm.
open areas where you can boat and jet ski and swim and all the things. So
Yeah,
that
and for being
is a
such a
synopsis.
young architect, he has an amazing house right on the
I
lake.
know. I know. Yeah.
I would like to stay there. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. I'm like, is that an Airbnb? I would like to go and rent that.
Yeah, because is he supposed to be
It's
about London's
gorgeous.
age, which was 27? That's very young architect, and London's family has a
Yes.
very
And he doesn't,
normal
yeah.
neighborhood, older house. Cute, but
Hmm.
normal.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I think it means that if you design your own house, they will just come and build it for free. Right?
oh, okay.
That's how it
Well, then
works.
what happened with Mike Brady? Because their house was not cute. I mean, maybe in the 70s. Okay, I don't know. I'm afraid this is the part where we talk about our initial thoughts of the movie.
Yes, it is. It is that time.
So, you want to start us
You want
off?
me to go first? Yeah. I
Yeah.
have a lot of
Let's
notes,
rip off
but
the Band-Aid.
I feel like this movie is an example of something that should have been left as a book, personally. I have not
Okay.
read the book,
I
but
haven't
I
either.
know Kristen Hanna's work. I'm familiar with her books, and I know that she's an award-winning author. I
But
think
this
it
is
might be
Karen
an example.
Kingsbury.
Oh, Karen Kingsbury. Sorry, not Kristen Hanna. Karen Kingsbury. I'm
But
also
I
familiar with
like
her. I like Kristen Hanna as well. Sorry, Karen Kingsbury. But I think is an example of maybe where you don't necessarily want the author to write the teleplay, um, because they're so different. right?
Mhm.
And you had said that she wrote the teleplay, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So I liked the cinematography, except for a lot of the hand camera work was like this a lot, a lot. And I do like that, but it felt a little Blair Witchy to me
Mhm.
sometimes. Um, I thought the acting was great. I thought everybody in the film was great as far as playing their role, playing their character. Again, we've got a problem with the wigs. Got an issue with the wig.
Yeah.
Why? I don't
Uh-huh.
understand why we can't get the wigs right.
Uh-huh.
And my most glaring issue I think with the movie was the timeline. I think the timeline was supposed to be over several months, but it
Mhm.
felt like
Felt very
a
short.
couple of days.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you're moving in with these people and giving her your kidney and you've known her for 3 days. Like, what is
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah.
So I think they maybe needed to rework that as far as the timeline goes. So yeah, it was definitely, I see they tried really hard. And I think that it was a good attempt. It felt like a bigger budget movie. It felt like they spent longer on it.
Mhm.
Definitely felt more expensive because of the amount of pop music they used in the background. We
Yeah.
know it's not
Current pop
cheap.
music with the
Yeah, it's
actual
not.
artists.
Yeah, that's very expensive to do
Mhm.
that. So maybe that's why we didn't see any movies from them all summer long because they spent all their money
Yeah.
on this movie. Um, but yeah, it definitely it was not my favorite movie. So
Okay.
those are my initial thoughts.
I just have to interject. I just got another scam likely phone call. And I told you that I've been blowing into a harmonica when I answer those. My
Yes.
latest one is Albuquerque Police Department. How may I direct your call? And they hang up really quickly. I don't know why they hung up on me. But anyway,
Oh my
I
gosh, that's
digress.
hilarious.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. I
Okay,
loved the
I would love
movie.
to hear
I loved it. I watched it again this morning after I got back from the gym.
him.
I will agree about the wigs. In fact, when I kind of had an idea of what the movie was about, but when I was first watching it, I was thinking, wow, London has a terrible, terrible wig on. No wonder they're always putting her in beanies because
Yeah.
this is a really terrible, it sat way too forward on her head, for one thing, and it just was super, super thick. It just didn't look natural at all, although she is cute as a
Hmm.
blonde. Um, I thought the cinematography was great. It was the camera shaking I did notice, and it was a very low budget independent film. Karen Kingsbury produced it herself. So, but I also felt like it had the feel of a higher budget film, which I
So
noticed that.
did Great American Family purchase this film or did they produce it?
That would be something to look up. I'm not sure
Okay.
because yeah, it was her independent project, so I'm guessing they must have purchased it. But I don't know. But
Okay.
now I want to go back and read the book so I can see what details were left out and if it felt like that timeline was longer. Because that was one of my hesitations was, wow, things are moving along very quickly. And yes, she's moving in with basically total strangers. Whether they're biologically her family or not, she's
Mhm.
moving in with them and just drop kicking her family that's raised her entire life and won't even return their calls. That was a little harsh. Um,
And while this can feel like exposition for some people, I don't mind the like 3 months later. Like I don't
mhm,
mind that. That
yeah.
helps if you need something to like guide the timeline. I don't mind that at all if you can't communicate it in the
Hmm.
story and that
I
may have
agree.
helped.
Yeah. Yeah, because it did feel like just a course of a couple of days. And so I in the movie, Andy has a serious boyfriend, then all of a sudden she and he break up and it feels like it's very sudden.
Mhm.
But if it's something that's been developing, she's pulling back, she's starting to have feelings for Dawson, which we're kind of giving away the movie, but you can kind of figure out this is the direction it goes. Um, yeah, it did feel very, very quick on a lot of
Mhm.
the story points. But yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a really good feel good movie. It's a faith-based movie, but didn't feel in your face, because sometimes it can divide an audience if it's
Mhm.
too faith-centered. I think it was just enough.
Mhm.
And it is GAC movie, so you expect that. But I wasn't expecting so okay, Dawson and London, they've been best friends their whole life, and he has feelings for her beyond friendship, she doesn't, and then,
Mhm.
I didn't expect her to pass away so quickly. I knew that that was coming, but it was very abrupt, and they kind of allude to the idea that she might be starting to see him as more than a friend because he says something about, "Is this a date?" And she or he yeah, and she said, "Well, we'll just have to wait and find out," and then just like that, she gets hit by a truck and dies, so,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
yeah, but, yeah, I really liked it. I would watch it again. I was raving to Danny about it. "I think you and Abby would really enjoy this movie," so the fact that you
They
hated
probably
it.
would. They
They
probably
would.
would.
Yeah, yeah, but there were definitely discrepancies as there always are, but,
Yeah.
I did wanna talk about a couple of the scenes that I enjoyed. The scene of Dawson and London skipping rocks, I thought was very cute. Um,
Mhm.
the scenery is just beautiful. It's this pristine lake and beautiful calm waters, and he's able to skip a rock, and hers just sinks to the bottom, and it made me wonder, do you know how to skip rocks? Have you ever done it?
No. No. My children can do it because, their dad can do it, but I have tried. I I don't know. I
You're a sinker.
cannot make it happen. Yeah, maybe I'm picking the wrong rocks. Maybe that's the problem.
I've heard the flatter the better, and I think I've been able to do it by accident once in a while, but I can't just go out there doing it. Your dad's really good at it. Tyler, our oldest grandson, he can just skip them clear across the lake. I don't know. There must be some sort of
Yeah.
magic to it, but
Uh,
I don't know what it is.
maybe we should go practice it in the swimming pool.
Yeah, there you go. And the whole bottom of the pool is full of rocks.
Filled with rocks. Who did this?
Some
Uh,
of the little touches that I enjoyed, the funeral I enjoyed, and then I'm gonna talk about the funeral. I really enjoyed the funeral.
appreciated.
Appreciate it. There you go. The scene was very sad, and it felt very emotional, and they actually showed the mom with makeup smeared down her face, which they don't always do that. You watch a show like, for example, Pretty Little Liars, where they're all dressed in designer black clothes and their makeup is flawless and their hair is flawless and they're just dabbing their little tears. But they actually,
Yes.
the mom was crying. You could tell she was crying afterwards. And this is a little telltale of some time passing. There's a bouquet of flowers on the table and sympathy cards, and the flowers are all dead and dropping leaves all over, and there's only a little bit of water left. Sorry, there's a gnat flying around. Um, that was a little touch that I thought was great to add. So you really
Yeah.
get a sense of what it's like after someone passes, and that's one thing that I've always said, that when someone passes, or sending flowers is a beautiful, thoughtful gesture. But then bouquet by bouquet, you have to sit and watch them die, and that is such a horrible feeling. So, um, if you wanna
Mhm.
send someone flowers, send them living flowers or plant a tree in their name or something is my recommendation, because watching those red roses always remind me of funerals anyway. So,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
that's a whole other thing. And then, London worked at a coffee shop, and when Andy goes, there's a chalkboard sign that says, "We love you forever, London," which was very sweet. Another little touch that they added. Um, so yeah,
Mhm.
anything to add to that? I know, no, I hated everything.
As far as favorite scenes,
Yeah, favorite
um,
scenes or moments, or things you picked up and
well,
noticed.
I was wondering why we've got, Andy working at the zoo, right?
Hmm.
And so she's got this boss who hates men,
She was a hoot.
and I'm wondering, why do the people at the zoo have to stay off the grass? She was very intent on
Adamant.
this. "Get
Yeah,
off the grass.
I
Keep them
know.
off the grass." I'm like, "Is it like, are you supposed to, like, run around and play at the zoo? We're allowed to,
Yeah.
like, unless it's fenced off, we can
Uh
go
huh.
wherever we want at our zoo." So I
Yeah.
thought that was really funny.
And were
Um
the kangaroos just roaming wildly amongst the guests? It kind of looked like that. 'Cause don't they
Yeah.
kick people? Isn't that
Oh,
dangerous?
yeah. They can punch you. They can, like,
Mhm.
punch you, knock you right out.
They're
So,
buff.
yeah. Okay, let's see. What else did I write down?
Well, and her
Um,
manager kept pulling kangaroo feet out of her pockets and eating it. Did you notice that? And she offered
yes,
some to
I'm like,
Andy, and Andy's like, "No, thank
what
you."
is that? Are those little pellets that you
I
buy
don't
like
know.
in a petting zoo?
Yeah,
Gross.
they look like a gum machine and you put your quarter in.
Yes. Um. Oh well, I wouldn't say this is favorite scene, but after London has had her accident, she's in the hospital, and Dawson is there, and they kind of like pan the camera down his arm because it's supposed to be blood on his arm.
It's pink.
It looks like paint. What
It
are we talking?
does.
Yeah, that's what I thought of when you were talking about getting paint on yourself earlier. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is what, like, they couldn't use ketchup or
Hey,
something.
they were low budget. They went to their local
Yes,
Michaels.
they just splattered some paint on him. Yeah, that was a little difficult for me to deal with.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else? I didn't write down a lot of nice things. Um,
Well, when Andy
oh,
learns I was gonna say when Andy learns the
good.
truth about her birth, I thought that was very well acted scene because she's in shock,
Yes.
you know? Her parents had 24 years of opportunities to tell her that she was conceived by in vitro, and that her mom would
Hmm.
tell her her birth story every birthday, and she didn't think that that was the right time to tell her at
Well,
any
yeah,
point.
not only was it in vitro, but in addition, in vitro of someone else's embryo. So
Yes.
in vitro is like not a big deal really anymore because people
Mhm.
do it all the time. But in vitro but we're not actually your biological parents.
Exactly.
I would imagine that's a big deal for somebody.
For sure.
So, I did really like Andy's outfit when she goes to meet her biological parents. She's got like green high-waisted pants and a green sweater with a
You
white
did or you
button down
didn't?
under. I did. I
You
really
did,
liked
okay.
that
Yeah.
outfit.
She looked cute.
And that's
So you're I like the potted plant on the porch, that was real cute.
I I did like the thread of the gold uh repaired plant
Oh, the
planner.
planter,
I've
yeah.
heard, I've heard that story before. I've heard of that. And I liked that how that wove through most of the movie.
Mhm.
And oh goodness gracious, London's best friend, drop dead gorgeous. So
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Holy cow. Um she's like what I aspire to look like as a barista. She just was so put together and
Yeah, and
yeah.
just like, "I woke up like this," just beautiful.
Hmm.
I had one of
And
my Pure
also
Barre
9 months pregnant,
yeah,
and still just yeah.
she
Yeah.
resembles one of my Pure Barre instructors I was noticing when I watched it again this morning, and just beautiful and
Mm.
just always looks, barely any makeup, but just always looks put together, gorgeous.
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 So,
So
I did
that's
like because it was a faith-based movie and they made a point to point out that London really um, wasn't a spiritual person. She didn't go to
hmm.
church with Dawson or her family, but then they meet Andy and she wants to pray over dinner and they're all so surprised that, they're sisters, but they're so very different. But I can imagine this internal conflict. You've just lost your daughter. So they said it was a month later when they finally
Hmm.
meet Andy. And to have someone come to your home who looks exactly like your daughter, except for no terrible wig, and what that must be like knowing, okay, technically you are our daughter too, but we gave you away and we're missing our other daughter. Are we betraying her by welcoming you into our home? It's got to be, that's got to be tough.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, that reminds me of one scene that I took particular interest in. Um, okay, so Dawson and Andy are talking. Or Andy asked Dawson if London was a believer,
Mhm,
and he says that she lost her way after her injury. And we get this really dramatic music in the background about
mhm.
this injury. And then he's like, "It was chronic, the arch of her foot." It was like,
Yeah.
just was like, I understand that that can be a career-ending injury for a
Mhm.
dancer, I get it, but, like, it was so dramatic.
Yeah.
I thought, like, she tore her groin and had to
Uh-huh.
have all these surgeries or, something
Yeah.
crazy. No, it was just chronic arch of her foot, lots of dancers get it. I'm like,
And why couldn't it
"Alright."
be like Achilles tendon or something that that you've everybody's seen those videos where that happens to somebody and you hear the pop and you know that that's a traumatic injury, but the arch of her foot, but she stands all day long on her feet as a barista, so yeah. Okay.
I just
You're
thought there
making
was,
me
like, 2
rethink my rating of this movie. Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Well, and then Dawson's got this internal struggle too because he's struggling with and again, it seems very quick. It seems like just a matter of days where he's in love with London and now all of a sudden he's got feelings for Andy and is he putting his feelings for London on Andy? Are they separate? Is he, how do you differentiate that this is a totally different person and you're not just looking for a substitute for your best friend? Um,
Mhm.
so I feel like that development should have been drawn out a little bit more because it does seem like, well, she's gone now, so this girl looks just like her. So I'm in love with her now. It was a little much, but
Yeah. I didn't feel like there was a lot of tension really built between Dawson and Andy.
mhm.
I it felt like, "Oh, it's inevitable," instead of like, "Will they, won't they," type of
Yeah.
situation,
Mhm.
which maybe that's what they were going for. But also, when her boyfriend breaks up with her and she says, "You're my best friend," I'm like, "He is?" I got no indication that he was her
Mm-mm.
best friend. I kind of
No.
felt like he was annoying her.
Yeah. And they
And,
don't
like,
even seem like that serious about each other, but he's gonna ask her dad to marry her.
yeah, and that was another thing. He shows him the ring, and then he's like, "Can I talk to you later this week?" I'm like, "What? Talk to him
Gee,
right now. What are you
talk to me about
what?"
what? Yeah.
I have a question I need to ask you. And it's like, "Okay, you just showed me the ring. I clearly know
Uh-huh.
what you wanna talk to
Yeah.
me about."
The answer is no. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
I had a question for you, and now I don't recall what it was. Oh, do you feel like Dawson's feelings for Andy were authentic, or was he what's that word? Transferring
projecting.
projecting his feelings for London onto Andy.
Well, I feel like I struggled with this premise in general because
Mhm,
I don't feel like it was established. Like we saw how close he and London were, but I don't.
mhm.
They said, "Oh, he's like family," and he said, "Oh, when my parents died, I joined their family," but we didn't really see that a
Yeah.
lot. So I had trouble with him inserting himself into the situation and just doing
Mhm.
whatever he wanted,
Yeah.
even though they told him not to. And I'm like, "Who are these doctors that are just giving out this information?"
Oh, yeah. We know who it is.
Sure, it was 25 years ago, that's fine, I'll just give it to you.
Ever heard of HIPAA?
Uh, yeah, so I struggled with that. So, I don't know that I can give a really good answer to that question because
Mhm.
I felt like the premise this would never happen in real life. It's
Sure.
very weird.
Mhm.
Um, did I buy their chemistry? Yes, but again, I would have liked a little bit more tension between the 2 of them so
Mhm.
that the kiss at the end was like, "Oh, finally."
Yeah.
It just felt like they were kind of friends hanging out just like him and London, like they've always
Mhm.
been friends,
Yeah. I
and
agree.
yeah. So,
And maybe
there was just a piece missing there for me.
Mhm. And maybe it's because of time constraints, because this movie did have a 1
Uh-huh.
hour and 58-minute running time, so it was already longer than most
Mhm.
TV movies, so
Oh, yeah.
maybe they had to edit it down a little bit, I'm not sure. But,
Who directed this movie?
Tyler Russell, who is actually Karen Kingsbury's son.
Okay.
So,
Does he direct a lot of things?
I think so.
Okay.
Um, I think I looked him up and he had done quite a few. I'll give you, some behind the scenes, which I was able to actually find quite a lot about the movie. It says that it was truly a family production. Karen Kingsbury, the author of the novel, decided to produce the film herself through her company, Karen Kingsbury Productions. She co-wrote the screenplay with her oldest son, Tyler Russell, so he had a hand in the writing as well. And he also directed the movie.
Mhm.
Her younger son, Austin Robert Russell, also has a role in the film as the character Matt Bryan. I don't remember who Matt Bryan was. I
Mm-mm.
can't recall if he was a friend
Oh,
or.
that's her boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Right, Matt. Okay.
Mhm.
And she said that they began each day on set with prayer and devotions because it was, they're all very faith-centered people and it was a faith-based movie. So,
Mhm.
it was like I said, it was an independent production. It was completely independent, low-budget film made without any Hollywood studio support or outside investors. Kingsbury said she wanted to maintain her vision for the story and felt that making it herself was the only way to do so. A Hollywood producer who saw an early screening of the film was reportedly stunned by its quality, telling Kingsbury it looks like a $30 million movie. I don't know what they spent
Mhm.
on it, but yeah,
Yeah,
the
we have to
scenes.
remember that low budget to us is probably millions of dollars,
Mhm.
honestly.
Oh, yeah.
It's so expensive to make a movie.
Mhm.
It's so expensive. It's
Ridiculously
crazy.
expensive.
We were watching, I forget what movie we were watching the other day, but the credits were rolling and we were trying to wait till the end. Oh, it was Hocus Pocus, the second one.
Mm.
We were waiting till the end because there's an extra scene at the end.
Oh,
And
right.
Felicity, my 10-year-old, she goes, "Why are there so many people on this list?" And I was like, "That's what it takes to make a
Mhm.
movie. That many
Yeah.
people is what it takes to make a movie. It's
And all
insane.
those people are on the payroll. It's
Every single person
insane.
has to get paid unless they're
Yeah.
family and they're volunteering, which
Yeah. True.
is
Yep.
possible." So maybe it is just a little bit of a lack of experience,
Mhm.
um, in the production piece of it, and that's where we're seeing, like, these little gaps that could have kind of brought it together a little bit more.
Could be, because from what I gathered, at this time, her production company was brand new. I'm not sure if this
Mm,
was the very first movie that she had produced, but it was brand new production company. You had mentioned that you thought all the acting was spot on, and Sarah Fisher, who played the dual roles of London and Andy, she said she had the challenging task of portraying two identical but very different characters. So this involved careful work on set to ensure the characters were distinct in their emotions because they had never met. And so she, even down to her laugh, she made sure that she changed that up so that it didn't sound identical to her sister because
right.
obviously they hadn't grown up together. So,
Yeah.
and like in my family, all the women laugh exactly the same. We have this cackle and you can always tell the family laugh. But yeah, she wanted to make
Mhm.
sure that all these little nuances were different because they were two totally different characters from two different families.
Right, absolutely.
And then I think one other thing. Jake Allen, who plays Dawson, said there was a miracle on set in an interview. He shared a remarkable story about a miracle that occurred while filming a sad scene, which, as we know, is the scene when Lennon gets hit by the truck.
Mhm.
He said it was a specifically emotional scene for Alan's character, Dawson, who's grieving the loss of his best friend, London. He felt like he was not honoring the moment well during the first take. So while they were taking a break and waiting for a lighting setup to be adjusted, an older woman who was a bystander approached him, walked up to Alan, tapped him on the shoulder, and told him that they needed to pray for him. She was a recent widow, and she shared her own story of loss and prayed for Alan to give him strength. And she did this without knowing that it was a movie scene or that he was an actor at all. So he said that
Wow.
the moment touched him so much that it gave him the emotional permission he needed to fully commit to the scene. So I thought that was really cool.
Yes, that is really cool. Sorry, I'm trying to mime to Dexter to get a paper towel, and he's not understanding what I'm saying. He's trying to eat a peach.
Oh,
And I'm
you
like,
need a towel for
"Get
that.
a paper towel."
And your sister is
He's like,
texting
"What?"
me, "Do we have Mod Podge?" No, I
No.
don't know. Y'all are making me crazy. Um,
Oh
so
gosh.
so yeah, that takes us to the tropes we loved, hated, what worked, what didn't work. As we mentioned, the timeline was so short, it was really hard to develop some of these side stories and, really feel authentic, but I of course, it's the tale as old as time, the conflict is the lie. So right from the start, we have this
Mhm.
big lie, and that's what causes the conflict, but it ultimately works out in the end, as it always does, but I just really felt like Andy drop kicked her family in such a big way. Of course, she was shocked. Of course, she was hurt that they had never told her, but she's yelling at them saying, "You're not my biological. I'm not even related to you." And I thought, "You sound kinda like a child." Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, it would be shocking to hear that, but they still raised you. You still have a loving home. You have a sister, you know, you have 2 parents who love and care about you and provide for you. So, um, I don't know. I feel like I've never been in a situation like that, but I feel like I would try to explore that with my parents rather than running from my parents.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, running and moving in with your biological parents
yeah,
and working in their
they could be
cafe.
psychos.
Yeah, and here's another thing that I think really made the timeline unbelievable for me was the whole kidney donation thing. I think they could have
Mhm.
pulled that out of the movie completely. I don't think it
Yeah.
was necessary. I don't
Mm-mm.
think it did anything good for the relationship building because it felt like, "What? You barely know these people. What
Mhm.
what do you mean you're gonna?" And then the next day everybody's fine. We're all up walking around, going to the fire outside. We're like, "How you
Yes.
feeling?" "Oh, I'm
Uh-huh.
good." "Does it hurt?"
Yeah.
"No."
You just
"What?"
had a kidney you had an organ taken out of your body and given to your biological mom. Yeah, I
And
thought
they're
that was a little
both
odd.
perfectly fine.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. They've recovered
Oh,
very well.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was
Yeah.
even necessary for the movie at all
No.
because
I'm
it
sure it
really
plays better in the book, but
probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the movie, it just they didn't have time for it, I think.
Mhm. And you can see it coming. As soon as you know that London is a match as a donor, you know that her sister is also gonna be a match.
Of
But
course. Yeah.
yeah, it's like they had surgery in the morning, they're having a bonfire in the afternoon. That's what it felt like.
She's just out there. She's like, "I'll only be in the hospital a few days." "Actually, no, I'm going home."
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
and her parents are like, "Oh, you're having major surgery? Alright, honey, call us when you have time." Like,
Right, wouldn't you be at the hospital? Wouldn't you be
yeah,
like,
you're
"Let's
giving this
talk about
strange
this?"
woman your kidney, like, let's
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, that whole part, that really took me out of the movie. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
understand what's happening here."
And that was I read some of the reviews and that was part of the problem that people had with the movie. It was just it was too much trying to cram too much in the time allotted and just the unbelievable, all of a sudden I'm giving away my kidney and then I'm good as gold. It was a little
Yeah,
much, but
yeah.
yeah. Any other thoughts you want to add?
There's another part that was pretty funny. When they are out, they're gonna go on the jet skis. I think this is the second time they're gonna go on the jet skis, and Andy says to
Andy
Dawson,
and Andy and Dawson you're talking
yes,
about?
Andy
Mhm.
and Dawson. And Andy says to Dawson, "You've shown me all the things that were special to London. What's a place that's special to you?" And he goes, "Are you sure it's kind of a hike?" And she goes, "Yeah, let's go." And he's like, "Did you bring hiking shoes?" And she says, "Yes," which okay, whatever. You brought hiking shoes to go jet skiing, whatever. That's fine. But then they show them at this place that he's taking her to. It's literally like 50 feet up from where they just were. It's not a
And
hike
she's
at all.
no, and she's got these cute little white sneakers on. She's not wearing hiking shoes.
Like, you
You
can
better hold
still
on
see
tight,
the
spider
lake.
monkey.
What do you mean it's kind of a hike? Like,
Uh-huh.
all right. Oh, and, obviously there's limitations with budget, but, like, just adjust the line a little bit, you
Mhm.
know? You could just say, "Oh, it's not far. Do you
Yeah.
have other shoes?" "Okay,
Uh-huh.
fine. Great." Like, I just giggled at that, and this he built this amphitheater in the middle of the woods for the community on his property. Cool, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Was London,
Again,
like, out there performing? Was she
because he
dancing out
makes,
there?
you know, $1,000,000 a year as his architect at 27 years old.
Apparently, yes.
Okay, so jumping forward, where are they now? Where do you see Dawson
Mm.
and Andy? Are they together? Is there too much trauma? Is there too much history between them? I see a whole lot of therapy in both their futures.
Yeah, they seem to kind of ignore the trauma piece of it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they seem to just be like, "Okay, we're in love now." And,
Mhm.
yeah, I think they would probably stay together. They I thought it was interesting that London's family wasn't more weirded out by that, by the
Mhm.
fact that he was falling in love with her. I thought that
Yeah.
I thought there would be some kind of friction there around that
Mhm.
because I thought that was kind of bizarre. Because at the end of the day, London is the daughter that they actually raised,
Yeah.
so it's a totally different relationship,
Mhm.
and she's a different person. So, um, I don't know, it seems like they'll stay together. He's gonna move to Nashville, right? That's what we think is
Mhm.
gonna happen. She's gonna become a, zookeeper who hopefully doesn't hate men, and he's gonna head up their office in Nashville, and, yeah, I think I think they could stay together. Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree with your point about Lyndon's parents because the dad made sure to point out to the mom, she's not our daughter. She's not London. So why didn't they have that
Mhm.
conversation with Dawson saying, this is not London. We know how close you were. We saw that relationship since you were little children. This is not her. Are you sure? But they didn't, again, maybe for time restraint, but they didn't explore that at all.
Yeah, especially
Um,
because his parents are not alive, right? So,
mhm.
they're basically his pseudo parents.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now it comes to the time where we're going to rate the movie. And
Okay.
upon further reflection, I had originally given this a 4.5. I thought it was great. But now
I tore you down.
that I've seen the error of my ways, I'm still going to give it a 4. I thought it was well acted. It was moving. It was emotional. It was uplifting. Um, Again, the scene at the funeral where everybody's crying, and there were a few times where I teared up in the movie,
Mhm.
which which is good because it was an emotional movie. You should feel connected, but
Yeah.
th- the timeline was very, very quick, so that knocks off my point 0.5, I think.
Mhm.
But I thought the scenery was beautiful. I'd love to go to that Nashville Zoo and see the kangaroos, although I'm assuming there's actually kangaroos there, and see if they're actually jumping around.
Just a
Um,
greeting guess.
yeah. Speaking of kangaroos, this is totally off topic, but have you watched Dancing with the Stars with
No,
Robert
I
Irwin?
haven't. I've seen his dance, though. I saw his dance.
So good. They make him do it at the
So
very, very end because they just want everybody to build up this
he's gonna
anticipation.
win. He's so good.
He's gonna win. And your sister,
Yeah.
your youngest, Ava, is so in love with him. And she's already
Yeah.
talking about how can I meet him? Maybe I could write him a song. Maybe I could do the VIP when they go on tour. I could do the VIP experience. I have to meet him because he says he's probably going to end up with an American girl. So we're rooting for Robert.
Yes. Yep. I'm rooting for him and, Danielle Fishel.
Yes, she did well too. So yeah, you have to
Yeah,
watch the whole
I
thing.
heard. I need to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited.
And
I haven't watched it in several years, so
Corey Feldman, I'm sorry. you, you are not a dancer.
I mean, they always bring on people that you're like, "I know you're not gonna be any good,"
Yeah.
but,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah.
somebody's gotta go first, right?
He's the comeback king, according to
Yeah.
him.
Well, you know, after what he's been through, sure, do what you want. Do
Absolutely. Do what
anything
you
you want.
want. Yeah, for sure. Okay, how are
So,
you? I gave it we're rating it with skipping stones, and I give it four skipping stones. Solid 4.
okay. So, I don't wanna beat a dead horse because I kind of did this in my initial thoughts because I just couldn't hold myself back. Yeah, I think this was a really good try for a first movie for a production company, for a family that maybe hasn't produced a lot of movies on
Mhm.
their own, for an independent film. Is probably better production-wise than Twilight was, and that was an international phenomenon. So,
Mhm.
that was an independent film, correct? I'm pretty sure it was.
I think so.
Um, yeah, the lighting was great, the choice of locations were great, the actors and actresses were wonderful. I thought they were really talented. I think the cinematography was good apart from the Blair Witch moments that we had going on. Um, I liked the little montages with the music in the background and the people talking, but you didn't know what they were saying. Um, those were cute. That is the one spot where I did start to tear up at the very end. Um, and but everything else that I said throughout this episode was all the bad stuff.
Cancels it out.
Timeline was terrible. Negative points for the wig. Uh, Negative points for her being terrible to her actual parents that raised her. Um, yeah, there was just too much suspension of disbelief in a movie that was meant to be, I think, very serious.
Mhm.
I can allow that for myself in other movies that are like about Christmas or dogs or you know what I mean? But when it's meant to be serious, there's not as much room for that, I think. So, I did love the mom's yellow cable knit sweater at the end of the movie, so I'm gonna just give some extra
That
points for that.
was that was London's sweater.
Oh, it was?
It was the one she left in his truck right before she gets hit by a truck, because he asked
Uh,
her, "Do you wanna wear this?" And she said, "No, I'm good." And so he saved it and gave it to the mom. So I thought that was
oh.
very sweet the way they ended with her mom wearing it.
And I love that faded cable knit. It's very pretty. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I really liked that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 2.5.
Okay. Not the
I
worst.
w Yeah, not the worst, not the best, you know, if it was on again, I probably would watch it if there wasn't anything else on. Um, but and I wouldn't, like, trash the movie to anybody. There's just some holes, but
Mhm.
I am interested to read the book because I would like to see if that fills in some of the blanks, if the timeline is a little bit better. I imagine it probably is. So,
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to put that on my library request list and get that. I mean, I have so many books in the queue to read, but in fact, the book that we're reading right now, I have to get back to it. I've only read 1 chapter, so for our,
Oh my
podcast,
gosh,
we
I
are
need to get back to it too. I was like, "Oh, I'll finish it by the end of August."
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
so we'll figure out when we're gonna
Right.
talk about Love Light
It's a
Farms.
Christmas book anyways, so yeah, we have time.
True. Yeah. So, for this episode, I didn't come up with any fun games or trivia because it was more of a serious kind of a movie, and also I forgot. So so we're just gonna end it with that, but next week,
Okay.
we are going to be talking about cozy fall traditions, and we'll talk about some of our favorite fall movies to watch when the weather changes, our favorite foods, comfort foods, and activities, fall fashion, that kinda thing, so, looking
Mhm.
forward to that because I am ready for some fall weather and some cool mornings and fall
Yes.
what did I call it? The fall decorations? Fallgarations?
Fulgurations.
Getting ready for those
Ready for some
fallgarations.
fulgurations. It's fulguration time, guys. It sounds like a holiday at the in Whoville.
It does. Yeah, it's a big festival, the annual Fallguration. Well, guys, this has been fun. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Love on the Pod and share your episode thoughts or ideas by emailing us at loveonthepod@gmail.com. Plus, you can text us with future movie recommendations using the link in our show notes. If you love this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to the podcast as we drop new episodes weekly. So, whether you're skipping rocks by the shore,
Or zipping around the lake on a jet ski.
we hope you always have a best friend to share life's special moments with. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.